I'm here today to introduce you a little bit of our international sport organization, which is called International Tchoukball Federation. FITB, as we call it, is Common International Sport Organization, and it's of course the governing body for the sport tchoukball all over the world. It has been founded in 1971. And since then, we get so many countries involved and so many teams and national federations. So today's FITB have more than 50 member states, and tchoukball is played in many countries, really in all the continents all over the planet. We are very happy for that. And one of our main tasks is, of course, to be the governing body for the top level sport activity. But of course, we have many different tasks to do as a international sport organization, and this is what I want to bring to you today. Question about sport for all for tchoukball itself is very important, because tchoukball is really sport for all. Tchoukball has some really big values and principles, which is based on, which is really also crucial for sport for all. Tchoukball is, and its history, it's quite interesting to understand why the tchoukball as a sport for all works like it even today. Since the tchoukball was a little bit scientific sport to be involved, to protect people from any kind of injuries, and to build a better interactions and social interactions between the players during the sport itself. Dr. Herman Brandt in the 70s bring these special rules and new sport named tchoukball. And even the scientific idea at the beginning really leads towards a really top level and really athletic skills sport, which is played nowadays and could be called one of the fastest team sports all over the world. And it actually is, because you can see points scoring every 30 seconds, and it's a really fast, and you need to be a really good athlete. On the other hand, basic principles of tchoukball, which is to be a non-contact game and a cooperative game, is still deeply in the rules itself. And this is the values which brings tchoukball to all people, not only in a top sport level, but it's very useful for in every single group or target group of youngers, olders, or also elderly people. Tchoukball as being non-contact means that there is no way how to obstruct the player with the ball, and so the player has the absolute right of movement with the ball, and this really keeps him to make his best of his or her ability in a sport or any kind of physical activity. The second value, to be cooperative, it means that the rules are made in the way that you have to cooperate between the people in the team to get the best achievement and to get the best result. And this is the idea how to connect people, how to make them for some social interaction in the way of some rules, and to make some harmonious functioning of any social group. National Tchoukball Federation is trying to develop and also to spread tchoukball in some new countries, new areas, and introduce this sport to as many people as we can. We have many initiatives that we are trying to introduce to the people, and some special target groups or special areas we want to focus. One of these areas is definitely schools and physical education at schools, because Tchoukball and its values are really suitable for this kind of activity. We are trying to set up the teams at schools and introduce this kind of physical activity to the school physical education teachers and departments. And besides creating the physical literacy at the kids itself, it also helps to strengthen the social environment in the schools because of the cooperation principles and non-aggressivity. It really helps to invite all the people or all the kids from the class to come and play together and to be very useful for the team, which is not maybe possible in all other sports they know. The other area we try to focus on is also gender equality, and also some social interaction and social inclusion, which is very important in some different areas of the sport and also in the world. And actually this really helps very well in, for example, in an African Tchoukball development, where bringing this new sport to the special communities, bring people together from the different backgrounds, and they can meet and make any cooperation and interactions through the sports, which they are not used to usually in their normal community, normal life, and it's really important. Also during the COVID-19 pandemic, this kind of activity, if it was possible, was really and much more important to connect people and help them not only to being friends and make the social relations, but also to keep fit. To inspire people, sometimes it's just to bring them and present them some new activities, some areas where you can be successful, or maybe just enjoy them. If you do some sport, you feel better, you feel more fit, which also helps you in person. And also Tchoukball with this special rules helps individuals to express themselves in some bigger team and to feel and to be a part of the team, which is really important for many of us. And to have friends in normal life and also in sport is one of the biggest advantages you can have.
Okay, yes. I think you mentioned more on individuals. What of communities? How has Tchoukball help inspire communities?
Supporting community is also very important, especially in team sport. Tchoukball is a team sport, so the working of team, of your friends, of your playmates is really important, and we really emphasize the good relations and fair play. If you keep the fair play and you show the respect to your team and also to the other sportsmen, so this is something which can work not only in the sport itself, but also can work in normal life, in your families, in your friends, in your work. So the sport is always the connecting thing, but everything cannot or don't have to stop with the sport itself, but also continue with the friendship and the other connections you made through the sports. This is very important for the schools, for example, because making a good social climate at the school class is also very good for the further development and education of the kids itself. If they can help together or have help one to each another in sport, they can also help to each other in normal day school. Sport for all means for me that everybody should have a chance to make any sport. It doesn't matter which one. If it's Tchoukball, it will be really welcomed. And it's a chance to participate in some kind of community and also improve your health and your physical literacy and simply feeling good and have a joy from what you are doing. So Tchoukball really emphasized the spirit of the game, which was here just at the beginning where Dr. Brandt, the founder of Tchoukball, introduced this sport to the world. And this is still about this, and I hope we can connect this sport for all with our everyday activity and to build a harmony of society, which was really the words of the founder. And this is it, what's this all about.